Frog fans. I need to stop doing that so hard because I keep hurting my hand. Speaking about hurt, to all you people who think that bunny rabbits are little harmless, cute, fuzzy creatures, little cuddle balls, this is what they can do to you. My rabbit did that last night, trying to get away from me when I was trying to clip her nails. I know, some of you are probably thinking, well, if you don't want to get scratched by the rabbit, then don't go chasing her. Well, it's not my fault. She's got to get her nails clipped. This is why. Do you hear me? I'm sure she hears me, but she probably has no idea I'm talking to her. And even if she did, she probably wouldn't care. I've got to refill my... If I can figure out this child-proof cap. Oh, hey, this is a brand new bottle? Did I use the old one? I still haven't put everything back where it's supposed to be yet after I rearranged the room. Oh well, it's not like they go bad. Open a new one. So I had to go grocery shopping today because there were essential items that we needed that we were out of. Our margarine went moldy. I didn't know that could happen. I'm talking about our. Who's our? I'm the only one in the house. Well, if you count the pets. I needed stuff for the pets, too. And holy crap, was there a line in front of PetSmart. At the PetSmart I went to, they were only allowing 5 people in the store at a time, so they had, like, a lineup outside PetSmart. And then they had this poor employee standing at the front of the doors who had to, usher people in, usher people out, counting them to make sure that no more than 5 people were coming in at a time. Like, there's a lot of things that are going on right now that are definitely an inconvenience, but, like, it's an inconvenience to them, too. So, I don't understand when people get all huffy at workers about this. Like, it's not their fault. That looks like... This is my nail tip color, and it looks like cream cheese that has gone bad. Cream cheese is good. Maybe I'll go have some cream cheese and crackers when I'm done filming. Am I the only one that, like, has my own weird little, not own language, but, like, my own little vocabulary that's, like, kind of childish and, like, my grocery list, it's, like, nanners, straws, moo juice, which means bananas, strawberries, milk. So I'm going through the grocery store and I'm like, I got my straws, I've got my nanners, I've got my moo juice. I get to the cheese aisle and I'm like, cream cheese! Just picks a packet off the shelf, cream cheese! Into the cart it goes. And everyone else is looking at me like, this woman is on a day pass. I've been on a day pass before. I'm not ashamed to say I've been in the hospital for mental reasons. It's nothing to be ashamed of. I was sick and I got help, and now I'm better. I'm really glad that now that they're putting in all these precautions for, not being too close to people so we can't get sick, or have a lot less likelihood of getting sick. I'm really glad they're doing that now that the weather's getting nicer, because I cannot imagine having to wait there in front of the store for however long when it's freaking freezing cold and blizzards and hell. That's what it's like here. Okay, I hate it when the kits don't have an identifiable ridge to their nail. You just gotta have to guess where it is. There we go. Okay. Yep. The problem was I wasn't using this brush. I don't know why, but with this brush it's so easy for me to tip a nail. The other ones I just couldn't get it. It's just a Michael's brush. Can't talk. No English. It's just a Michael's brush that it was the thinnest brush I could find at Michael's, and then I trimmed it down even more. You already tipped that nail, dummy. You don't need to do it again. Check on this time. Oh, we still got time. Can't always tell how much time has passed when I'm painting. 'Cause it's fun! Most of the times. Just like with any hobby, reborn artists have those moments where it's like, God dang it, can't you just do what I want you to do? Makes it tough for me when I have so many hobbies that I have a lot of those moments. The good thing about having so many hobbies is when you have those moments, you can switch to a different one. Just clean up the edges a bit. Darn it. Went too far over with that one. It took off some of the needle. Boop. There we go. Okay, I'm pretty happy with those. Her toes are a little bit rough because I was trying some new techniques for the nails. It didn't exactly work. So she does have some paint build up around her toe beds, but that's what experimenting and learning is for. Just means. Okay, guys, I'm back. So I decided, because, there's not much really to watch when I'm doing fine details, because it's so hard to do the details and then talk, and then it's basically impossible to get a good angle of it when you don't have a second cameraman. So I decided I'd finish the nail tips, I'd go put some more dolls in the oven, and retrieve the Juna Wake's legs, which had been down there. And I brought down the Kyrie head and the Lisa head. And when I went down there, when I go down into where I cook, into the basement, it's so, to reach the light bulb down there, to turn on the lights, first you have to go down the stairs and walk across the room to turn on the lamp. It was so dark, and when I tried to put the tray down, I missed the table. Like, it was on the table, but it was off kilter, and both heads fell on the floor. Expletives were shouted, okay? Not gonna say which ones, but non-YouTube friendly words were said. And Lisa was okay. She had some dust and crap on her head, but I was able to just kind of give her a hand dust off and put her in the oven. Kyrie, on the other hand, because I'm painting her as a Caucasian baby, the dust is much more severe looking on her. And because she's not sealed yet, some of the dust could leave color marks if I'm not careful with how I take it off. So I'm definitely going to have to be very careful to make sure that does not happen again, because that could be devastating. I'm very lucky that it didn't do more than it did. Now the worst part of it is, I wonder if I can get this up close. I'm thinking she must have bounced off my bike that was nearby, because I don't know if you can see it, but there's a spot on her chin where the paint got scraped. And it's like, at first I thought the paint was completely scraped off. It's not completely scraped off, but the first couple top layers are. Which, I mean, all I can think is that she bounced off a sharp mechanical part of my bike, although you'd think if it was that, she would have bike grease on her, but thank God she doesn't. But anyway, I'm going to see if I can get this to smooth out, see if I can correct it by maybe applying more paint or smoothing it out, and if not, worst comes to worst, I'm going to have to give her a big ol' pimple or birthmark on her chin. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to recover it. I'm going to have to, at very least, do some secluded layers of paint. Not, like, what am I looking for here? Like, I'm going to have to take some layers, the past few layers I've done on her, and, like, try to do them just in this spot. At the very least, I'll have to do that, and I think I'm going to have to attempt to cover it up with a blemish, which is funny, because it's like, when you say blemish, you think impurity, which you're covering up an impurity with an impurity. So it's not too extreme, but I can definitely see it, and you know, if I can, like, really see it from here, which I can, maybe it's just because, you know, I'm the artist, but I can definitely see it from there, so it's gonna have to, she's gonna need some work done on her. Which is a bummer, because I've never had this happen before. Like, have any of anyone that paints reborns, have you ever dropped a doll and had the paint just like get scraped almost clean off? Focus, Lilith, focus. Okay, what are the last few layers I've done on her? Past few layers have been detail layers, because she's almost finished, which is what makes this so devastating. So I'm gonna do some skin layers on there to try and get some skin back on there. It's so weird, I've never seen paint just get so freshly scraped off. Don't use that one, there's paint thinner on it. I love all these little sponges, they're so cool. There's like every other girl my age at a drugstore is like, oh, look at the makeup. Me, I'm like, look at the sponges. I like the makeup too, but I'm like, do I want a lipstick or do I want a new reborning sponge? I'm gonna blow on it a little bit. Which, you know, these paints don't air dry. But if you let them, like, if you let them dry and let the solvent, the paint thinner, evaporate, they're more likely to stick. The harder they're going to be to just blot away. Which you want to be careful with, but the thing about this is it's going to be painstaking, so you know it's going to be like adding a little bit of this layer to just that spot on the chin and blotting it out, and then like adding a little bit of this layer onto the chin and blotting it out and cooking it in between. Who's texting me at this hour? In real time in this video, it's like probably getting on to 11:30ish. But you know, with this whole quarantine thing, my schedule is just non-existent. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave that with that. Then I'll cook her, and that shucks. It sucks, you guys, it sucks. I really wish that hadn't happened. I've got no one to blame for it but myself, though. Really sucks when you can't blame your problems on other things or other people. What's that about? Joking. I kid. And of course it happens to the most devastating part of the body. Like, it's all about the face. It couldn't have happened, like, on the back of her head, where it would be so easy to hide. It's gotta be right on her chin. At the very least, that's a place that would be easy to put a scratch or a scrape or a pimple and make it look believable. Focus, you moron! Self-esteem! I'm joking, you guys. I don't actually call myself a moron, seriously. I do it in a joking way. Except for the times when I really, really deserve it. What is on her foot? Okay, whatever the heck that was. It almost looked like a little tiny drop of caramel. Don't know where the heck that would come from. The legs have been sneaking out at night and getting into the candy. That doesn't exist. We're not real candy people. With this family, it's pretty much all about the chocolate. Speaking about chocolate, so my family is away. We're separated by the coronavirus. Very sad, but, it'll end. And we'll be back together soon. But, so, I've had to make my own dinners. And I decided that I was going to make French toast. So, I looked up a simple French toast recipe online, and it was calling for nutmeg, and I'm looking through the cupboard like, nope, don't got no nutmeg. And then I saw that we had this big old tin of cocoa, of just, plain baking cocoa in the cupboard, or some people call it cacao. I don't know. We've always called it cocoa. And I was like, what if I put that in with it? So I went by the recipe, eggs, milk, vanilla, cinnamon, and then, I just put some cocoa in there too, and oh my goodness, it came out so good. Like, I'm making that for dinner again tomorrow. But I got the ingredients for fried rice. I don't know. I should probably do the French toast again, because I need to get rid of those eggs. It was so good. Like, you gotta try it. If you like French toast and you like chocolate and sweet stuff, add like 1/3 of a tablespoon into the mix. Oh my goodness, it was so good. I called it French toast Storybrooke style. And if you don't understand why, it's from the show Once Upon a Time. They have hot cocoa with cinnamon in it, so, it was cinnamon and cocoa in with eggs, and I'm like, oh my goodness. This is amazing. Emma and Henry would be all over that. If, they were real. But they're not. I just got the thought, what if, like, French toast and cinnamon and, like, French toast mix with cinnamon and cocoa, what if that's, like, a normal thing and I've just never heard of it before and everyone else is like, yeah, people do that all the time, it's good. You think you discovered that on your own? I'm sure someone's probably done it before. And I can't blame them because it's good. And I love having freaking, like, breakfast, dessert type things for dinner. I got some ingredients for fried rice today when I went grocery shopping, so I'm gonna make some of that. So I know that, like, a lot of people are hoarding a bunch of things from grocery stores, but, like, it's almost like now that, where's my brush? There it is. It's almost like now that people, like, the grocery stores have limited the stuff that people were hoarding to 1 or 2 per person. It's almost like people are finding new things to hoard because they can't hoard the things they used to be hoarding. Because I saw, when I was pulling up to the grocery store in the cab, I saw this woman wheeling this cart out of the food basics with, like, that basket, the front part of the basket where you're supposed to put your kids or your purse or whatever, that was just full of chocolate chip cookies. She must have had, like, 15 to 25, like, packages of chocolate chip cookies. And I'm like, holy cow! I really hope that this isn't a normal occurrence. Either that or she has, like, a massive family. I shouldn't assume. Maybe she's not going to eat them all herself. Maybe she's going to give them away to the neighborhood kids. Just, make sure to sanitize first. Maybe I shouldn't be saying anything. Maybe I should be doing that. That's, I'm the person that's always going to the cabinet like Winnie the Pooh. Time for something sweet. I'm surprised I don't have the girth of Winnie the Pooh, to be honest. I must have, like, a fast metabolism or something. If that ever kicks out when I get older, I'm gonna be screwed. I'll be making, water glasses ripple, like from Jurassic Park, as I come through. Which, there's nothing wrong with any body type, but, you shouldn't be eating yourself into that state. Because it's super unhealthy. But, if I didn't have the metabolism I could see myself doing it, and then I would have to get some serious help. Because I would be extremely unhealthy. My diet probably isn't healthy, but I'm not really experiencing any side effects of it. Probably because I eat all the stuff that I should eat. I just eat a bunch of crap on the side. Okay. Well, this is going to be an extra long video, so I think I'm going to say goodbye here, and I'll keep you updated on poor Kyrie's chip there. Chip chin. But thanks for joining me. Stay healthy out there, and keep living the frogling's life. Bye. Waving at you with a foot. Goodbye.